Exodia, obliterate!
Hey, what is up guys, DragonxDuelist here, and today I'm bringing you a top 5 of the top 5 decks that need more support, whether these be archetypes that have been forgotten or decks that just need more support all around. Yeah, let's get right into it. So at number 5 we have Melodious. This is a deck that many people want to play, but the current support is just not up to par with today's meta decks. Fairy archetypes in general have died out, and when the Melodious archetype was announced, many people thought that this would be the saving grace for fairies, but their current support isn't fast enough to compete with even tier 2 decks. So giving them a couple of new level 4s that can special summon like Satellar Knights and maybe an Xyz can make this deck all it was set out to be. And here at number 4 we have Ignites. This is yet another deck that falls short of tier 2 to tier 3 status. Mainly what makes this archetype so strong is the fact that they all search out themselves to give you advantage, but usually you end up going minus in order to actually have things to go off. What this deck needs is its own Xyz or any extra deck monster for that matter, because they're essentially a toolbox that can go into several things, but they don't have a dedicated powerful boss monster to get a win condition. Also, they do need more level 4s and level 5s to give them more versatility to make them a lot stronger. And in at number 3 we have Harpies. Even though this archetype is past its prime, the fact that this deck has the potential to be very fast keeps this archetype alive. With Harpist finally coming out to the TCG, this can make the deck faster, but it will pretty much only be using Raid Raptors since it is a winged beast and it searches other winged beast monsters, which calls out to Raid Raptors. This is also one of my favorite archetypes simply because it is one of the only archetypes that can consistently make win Xyz monsters. Giving them another level 7 or a couple more level 4s and even a new Xyz can make this deck jump to tier 2 or even tier 1 status. And at number 2 we have Gears. So this deck hasn't been in action since the Dragon Ruler format, and it's one that has very good potential. Since Konami took Gear off the limited list and put it back to unlimited, this deck has made no advances to becoming a strong deck, even though some people did predict that it would. Unfortunately, that has not been the case. This is probably because the deck is too slow to go up against the faster meta decks like Pepe and Burning Abyss Phantom Knights. Konami should give this deck more monsters that can special summon themselves, spells that can flip monsters at will for the Gear armor, and maybe another Xyz in order for this deck to fully blossom. And finally at number 1 we have Masked Heroes. Dark Law is a great card, but when their backs are to the wall 9 times out of 10, that is the best Masked Hero they got. This deck hit tier 1 when Dark Law was released to the TCG, and ever since then they've been slowly descending into the land of forgotten decks. All this deck needs is new Masked Heroes that can play around the meta, and maybe even some type of pendulum to make the deck as speedy and as strong as possible, considering that Masked Hero Dark Law only has 2400 attack, and the Masked Hero with the highest amount of attack is probably Koga due to its effect of it gaining attack points based on the number of monsters your opponent controls. That effect isn't as great as it needs to be, and the monsters aren't as strong as they need to be. With decks we have now, we have like 2800 guys like in Monarchs, we got 3000s, we got all types of different things, and pretty much every deck's boss monster can really just tower over every Masked Hero monster that Masked Heroes have. So giving them new Masked Heroes or new Xyz can be great for them, or even some pendulums to make them super fast. So let me know what you guys think of this video in the comments down below. What are some of your favorite archetypes? What archetypes do you want to see come back and be tier 1 status? Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and I am signing out. Peace.